All right, so you're heading to Ocean City for your J1 summer.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And we've got your back with this deep dive into all the essentials you need to know,
Awesome.
um, especially focusing on all friend services and some key things you absolutely have to know.
Yeah, it's smart to be prepared.
Right.
And from what I've seen, All Friends really seems like a great resource
Yeah,
for J1 students just landing in a new place.
definitely. They're like a student center network
Hmm.
with locations and all the major work and travel spots.
Oh, cool.
And comfy couches, great coffee.
Yeah.
They even brag about their European-style brews. I know, right? And a place to just chill and meet other students.
That's crucial, that sense of community.
Yeah.
Starting a summer abroad can be daunting,
Oh, for sure.
but having a welcoming space where you can get your bearings,
Right.
connect with people in the same boat,
Yeah,
that can make all the difference.
totally. And it's not just about hanging out.
Right.
They offer airport transfers. They really recommend ePoint, which is a safe and insured company.
Good to know.
So that's good to know when you first arrive.
Yeah.
Plus, they can help you find a second job if you're looking for more hours.
Oh, wow.
And even assist with settling into your accommodation.
Those are the kinds of practicalities that can really stress people out
Oh, yeah.
when they're in a new environment.
Absolutely.
It's smart of them to address that head on.
For sure. And hold on. It gets even better.
Oh.
They also organize these incredible trips.
What?
There's one called California Dreaming,
Okay.
a 9-day adventure that's perfect for J1 students.
9 days on the West Coast. That sounds amazing.
Okay.
I bet that's a popular one.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely on their list of must-go trips, along with some other iconic spots like New York City and Niagara Falls.
Wow.
So you're not just working, you're really getting a chance to experience the U.S.
That's what's so valuable about these programs.
Yeah.
It's not just a job, it's a cultural exchange. What better way to immerse yourself than by exploring different parts of the country?
Okay, so we've covered the fun stuff now. Let's get down to some essential paperwork. Your Social Security card.
Uh-oh.
You absolutely need this to get paid and manage your money in the U.S.
Yeah, think of it as your financial ID in the States.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just for getting paid, it's connected to the U.S. tax system,
Right.
which as a J1 student, you'll be a part of. You'll need it for things like opening a bank account too.
Right. So how do you get it?
Yeah, how do you?
First, you have to register your arrival in the SEVIS system.
Okay,
It needs to be done within 10 days. But don't worry. All Friends has free Wi-Fi to help you out.
that's good.
Yeah.
What is SEVIS, though?
SEVIS is basically a student tracking system. It's how the government keeps tabs on J1 participants
Okay,
and makes sure everyone's following the program rules. Pretty important stuff.
sounds like it.
And then you can apply for your Social Security number no earlier than 5 days after you arrive. Again, All Friends have your back. They can help you schedule an appointment at the Social Security Administration office in Salisbury, Maryland, and even provide transportation.
They really do have it all covered.
Yeah, they do a good job.
That 5-day waiting period is all about activating your SEVIS status.
Okay.
It's a crucial step. Without it, your program could be canceled and you might have to return home.
So definitely don't miss that deadline.
Absolutely not. And while we're on the topic of deadlines, let's talk about rent.
Okay.
This is another one you don't want to mess with.
Right. All Friends helps you find housing and usually arranges seasonal leases for apartments or houses you'll most likely be sharing with other students.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that shared living situation is another aspect of the J1 experience.
Right.
It's a chance to learn about different cultures, make new friends, and figure out how to navigate shared responsibilities.
Yeah. It's like a crash course in adulting.
Exactly. And part of that is understanding the financial commitment you're making when you sign a lease. You're responsible for paying your rent on time every time.
No excuses.
Well, there are legitimate reasons for late payment sometimes,
Right.
but it's best to avoid those situations altogether. Remember, everyone in the house is jointly responsible for any damages, so you need to communicate with your housemates and respect the shared space.
And don't forget those noise ordinances. Keep it down between midnight and 7 a.m., or you could end up with a fine. And speaking of rules, we should probably touch on some of the Ocean City laws that are particularly important for J1 students.
Good point. It's one thing to know the rules in theory,
Right.
but another to be aware of how they're enforced in your specific location.
Absolutely. First and foremost, zero tolerance for underage drinking if you're under 21. No drinking, no entering bars, no buying alcohol, period.
It's taken very seriously in the U.S.,
Yeah.
and the consequences can be significant. It's just not worth the risk.
Agreed. And here's another one that often catches people off guard, the open container law. You can't walk around with open containers of alcohol on the streets or beaches. You could get slapped with a hefty fine for that.
It's about maintaining public order and safety, really. And speaking of safety, it's important to be aware of your surroundings, especially at night. Stick to well-lit areas, and if you're going out with friends, stay together.
Right. There's safety in numbers, and make sure you keep your valuables safe, too. Ocean City is generally a safe place,
Mhm.
but like any tourist destination, you need to be mindful of petty theft.
Don't make yourself an easy target. Be aware of your surroundings, keep your belongings close, and don't flash a lot of cash around.
Solid advice. And on a similar note, be cautious about who you give your social security number to. It's basically the key to your financial identity in the U.S., so guard it carefully.
Identity theft is a serious issue, and it's easier than you think to become a victim if you're not careful.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of serious stuff. Let's shift gears and talk about something more fun getting around Ocean City. You've got a few options there.
It's a pretty walkable town, especially if you're staying near the boardwalk area, but for longer distances, public transportation is a good option.
Yeah, Ocean City has this great bus system called the Coastal Highway Beach Bus.
Mhm.
It runs 24/7 and takes you pretty much anywhere you need to go along the coast.
And it's surprisingly frequent. The buses run every 10 minutes during the summer and stop every 2 blocks along the coastal highway, so you're never waiting too long.
That's super convenient. And if you're looking to venture outside Ocean City, you can hop on shore transit or DART First State buses. They'll take you to nearby towns and attractions.
I always encourage J1 students to explore the surrounding areas. It's a chance to see a different side of American life beyond the tourist hotspots.
Totally agree. And of course, there's always the option of biking. It's a popular way to get around Ocean City, especially if the weather's nice.
Just remember to always wear a helmet. It's not just about safety, it's also about insurance coverage in case of an accident. Speaking of insurance, it's important to make sure you have adequate health insurance coverage while you're in the U.S.
Yeah, the U.S. healthcare system can be pretty confusing and expensive if you're not prepared.
Definitely, your sponsor organization should be able to provide you with information about health insurance options, and don't hesitate to ask them any questions you have. That's what they're there for.
Right. Your sponsor organization plays a crucial role in your work and travel program. They helped you get your visa and are responsible for your safety and well-being during your stay.
They're like your guardian angels while you're here. Keep them updated on your whereabouts and any issues you might be facing.
And remember, they also need to report back to the State Department about your participation in the program. They'll be checking in with you about your cultural activities, so make sure you're actively engaging with American culture. It's a key part of the J1 program.
It's all about cultural exchange. Soak it all in, try new foods, attend local events, chat with people, and make the most of this incredible opportunity to experience life in another country.
I love that. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
From the practicalities of getting settled to the importance of cultural immersion, it seems like there's a lot to think about.
There is, but don't let it overwhelm you. The J1 experience is all about embracing the unknown and having an adventure.
It definitely sounds like an experience that'll stay with you
Yeah.
long after the summer's over.
Absolutely. And speaking of things that stay with you,
Okay.
let's talk about memories.
Right.
Specifically capturing those memories.
Yeah.
Bring a good camera or make sure your phone camera is up to snuff
Yeah.
because you'll want to document this adventure.
Those photos will be gold when you're back home reminiscing about your summer in Ocean City.
For sure. And don't forget about those little souvenirs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those tangible reminders of your trip,
Right.
whether it's a cheesy keychain from the boardwalk
Mm-hmm.
or a piece of local art.
Yeah.
Those trinkets can really bring back the memories.
I love that, like bringing a piece of Ocean City home with you.
Exactly. And
Wow.
speaking of bringing things home,
Yeah.
remember that cultural exchange is a two-way street.
Oh, right.
You're not just here to experience American culture.
Right.
You're also here to share your own.
That's such an important point.
Yeah.
How do you suggest J1 students approach that aspect of the program?
Be open to conversations.
Yeah.
Share your stories.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to teach people about your culture.
Mm.
Food is a great way to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe cook a traditional meal for your housemates.
Yeah.
Or share some snacks from your home country.
That's a fantastic idea, and it's a fun way to connect with people.
Exactly. And speaking of connecting,
Oh,
make sure you stay connected with your loved ones back home.
right.
Schedule regular video calls.
Okay.
Send postcards. Keep those communication lines open.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new place,
Right.
but staying in touch with family and friends back home is so important.
It is. They're your support system, even from afar.
Right.
Okay, I think we've covered just about everything.
Yeah, I think so too.
Any final thoughts or words of wisdom for our listener heading to Ocean City?
Let me think. I guess my biggest piece of advice would be to embrace the unexpected things. Might not always go according to plan.
Yeah.
But that's part of the adventure.
I agree. Be open to new experiences. Step outside your comfort zone and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Remember, all friends and your sponsor organization are there to support you.
So true. Well, on that note, I think we're ready to wrap up this deep dive to our listener. We hope you have an incredible summer in Ocean City. Make the most of it, stay safe, and enjoy every moment.
And remember, this is just the beginning. The skills you learn and the connections you make during your J1 experience will stay with you long after you return home.
Absolutely happy travels.